Ashya Shanell here, and welcome back to my channel. I am back with another video today, and it is a sewing video. These right here are slopers. You can call them slopers, you can call them basic block patterns. There's 1,000 different ways to say these, but we're just going to say slopers for the sake of this video because I don't feel like getting into all of that. So when you are starting out sewing, when you are starting out making patterns, these are the ones that you want. Starting off making patterns, you need basic block patterns, basic sloper patterns, whatever you want to call it. So this is basic. Standard would be size 8. Now, I have my front sloper, block pattern, whatever, and my back sloper, block pattern, whatever, to your top. When we're talking professional terms, this would be your bodice. So, as you can see here, front bodice sloper, size 8, back bodice sloper, size 8. I had to go grab my glasses too. But anyway, so when you're starting off, your basic size will be an 8 because that's just the standard size. When you buy a mannequin, you usually buy 6, 8, 10. I'm sorry, not a mannequin. A dress form. I'm trying to be professional here. Anyway, most bodices stop at the waist. I took classes on Craftsy. That's what it was called. I will link the website below. It helped me tremendously, but I was not about to keep paying for all those classes when you can learn stuff on YouTube. I'm about to go step by step to make these patterns. Now, as I was saying, most of them stop right here at the waist, but this one extends down to the hip, which was okay if you want to do a dress pattern. And we're going to go into part 1, which is your bodice sloper. So, if you need my help and you want to see how I make this bodice sloper, keep watching. Okay, so I filmed this video yesterday of me doing this pattern, and it was just horrible. The quality was horrible. I shot it on my phone because my camera died, didn't have any batteries, blah, 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 whatever, what have you. So I finished the front, and I'm actually going to have to just go over with a marker, just to show you exactly what I did because I'm not doing this over again. So, I'm going to keep the front one here, put the back one here, and then we're going to go from there. I'm just going to trace it over with markers so it's just like me doing it all over again, but I'm not. So, here we go. Jumping right in, you are going to need a piece of paper at least 27 inches. Just to be on the safe side. 27 inches or more. The widest part, do 9.5. So I will, of course, write that on the video for anybody that needs to know. Okay, so we're going to start with the front. So first we have the center front line. This is the center front line. So we're going from the neckline to the bottom line. I'm not even sure what we would call that, but we're just going to say the bottom line. So we're going to go straight down. $23.5. Let me do this in a darker color. I'm going to do it in brown just for the sake of the video. So, cool, 23.5. Our bottom line is 9 7/8. This line here, 9 7/8. And I will write all the measurements on the video so you can follow along there. because I'm going to do this pretty fast for the simple fact that it's a lot of information. Your hip line is 9 1/8, but from your bottom line, you're going to go up 4 inches. So here is 4 inches. You go up 4 to get your hip line, which is 9 1/8. Now we have to do our waistline. Our waistline is also, okay, pause. This is the first line for the waistline. This is the actual waistline. This is a waist adjustment line. The distance between the waist and the waist adjustment line is 1/2 inch. Your hip and your waist adjustment line is 4 inches. So you're going to go up 4 to get this first line here. This first line here is 3 1/2 inches. You go from your center front down to 3 1/2 inches, because at 3 1/2 inches you have your first line for your first leg for your first dart. This leg from here to here, of course, is 4 inches because this space is 4 inches. So we're going to go 4 inches from the waist adjustment line to your hip. The dart is 1 inch, so you're going to go from the 3 1/2 inch line from the waist adjustment line. You're going to go over 1 inch to get your second leg of your dart. I know I'm going fast, but that's why this is a video. You can slow it down if need be. I've done this video too many times, and at this point, your girl is tired. Okay, so you have your first dart, 1 inch. So like I said, your waistline is 1/2 inch up. So you're going to go 1/2 inch to get your waistline from your waist adjustment line. 1/2 inch. So of course you got to connect the rest of the dart. The rest of the dart, go up 1/2 inch. Now you have to get your waist adjustment line to match your waistline on the other side for your side seam. So we're going to connect it from that dart leg, that second dart leg, to the waistline. So find your angle and connect it. Now we have to finish off our waistline. So you have 3 1/2 inches here, 3 1/2 inches here, equaling your whole waist being 7, not counting the dart, because when you sew it, of course, your dart is closed. Now, you have to get, okay, I explained this in the other video, but I'm explaining here. Most bodice pieces are from the waist up. On Craft C, they had you do it from the waist down in case you wanted to do a skirt sloper as well. So I'm going to keep it just the same way they did it, which is why mine is extended here. This here is your this here is your bodice sloper. This here is your bodice sloper extension, I guess. So this is your bodice sloper extended. So this dart here is your skirt dart for your waist. This dart here is your waist dart for your bodice. So now we have to do the waist dart for your bodice. This one is 7 inches long, equaling the whole dart being 11 5/8 inches. But once again, I will put that in the video. So you start from here and go up 7 inches. Oh, I did mark. So make sure you mark that this is your dart. Make that line so you know that it's a dart. So you go up 7 inches. Once again, it is 1 inch wide, so you don't have to change that. Start your dart. And now you have your waist dart. 1 inch. This one is 4, this one is 7, equaling out to 11 5/8. Now, like I said, we are going fast because it's a lot of information. Next, we have your dart leg guide. That's what I'm calling this, your dart leg guide, because this line is only here to guide these 3 darts. So this is the only reason this line is here. This line is 4 inches. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, you don't know where to put it, do you? From your waistline, your regular waistline, you go up 8 inches. That will give you your dart leg guideline, which is 4 inches. And then you have to do your first darts. So for your first dart, I'm going to make it easier. We're going to go all the way down. Just take this line and go all the way down. Doesn't matter how long it is because you only need it to make this dart. Your dart is 5 inches long. So you're going to go from, you're going to make this a point so you know where exactly you need to be. So from 4 inches, make a big dot to guide the rest of your 3 darts. So from that line, we're going to go down 5 inches. You need a 1/2 inch on both sides because it is a 1 inch dart. That's 1/2. That's your other half. 1 inch dart. Now, we're going to go up to the bust. We're not going to worry about these right now because we have to get there. We're going to go up to the bust. Your bust is 1 inch away from your dart leg guideline. So you go up 1 inch. This line is, take it all the way down to 9 1/4. I'm sorry, 9 3/8. So we're just going to continue this line on down to 9 3/8 for your bust because we're not going to worry about that yet. Your bust is 9 3/8. Take that all the way down, 9 3/8. To find, we're not going to do these two until we find these measurements. Your bust to your neckline is 6 inches. So you go up 6 inches to get this point right here. At this point here, you want to get your hip curve ruler, styling design ruler by Dritz. This is the one I have, but this is the only way I know how to show you how to get this curve. So it's 4.5 inches, and you're gonna go from. Now, if you have this ruler, this is perfect because this is the only way I know how to do it. How to tell you. You're going to go from 22 inches to 18.5, which will give you that perfect curve for your neckline. 22 to 18.5. Boom. 4.5 inches for your neck curve. Now, you need to find this point so you know what's next, right? This is, if it helps you, you may not need it because you already got this. From your bust point to the tip of your neck point is 9 inches. If you need that, there you go. What you really need is this one. You need to go out. I'm going to mark it here. Mark it with a pencil. This is to find this point here. Eight inches exactly. So you go out 8 inches, mark 8 inches, and go up 7 1/4 to get this point here. These 2 points will get you your shoulder seam. So connect those 2 points and you have your shoulder seam. Now, to get this dart here, it is 2.5 inches here, 2.5 inches here, equaling 5. But once again, you go 2.5 inches, mark the 2.5 inch mark is the first leg of your shoulder seam dart. And we're going to connect it back to that point that we made on the dart leg guideline. So go all the way down to that one. Go over 1/2 inch to get your second leg. Oh. There we go. And now you have your shoulder seam dart. So 2.5, 2.5, 1/2, which will equal out to 5.5. But when you close that dart, you have 5 inches. Now, from this point, this right here is not the perfect curve. You will have to do this in parts. You have to do this part, then you have to do this part, which helps you get your dart leg actually guides you to them. So from this point, you need to go over 2 inches, but it has to be on a curve. So the perfect curve using this ruler would be 22.5 to 20.5. So we're going to do that. At that 2 inch mark, that's your first dart leg for the shoulder seam. I'm sorry, for the armhole seam. Make your first point, go over 1/2 inch, you make your second point. Then, once again, I said you have to do this in pieces because you have your dart. From here to here is 6 inches. So we're going to find it on the ruler where it fits a nice curve. So we're going to go 20, almost 20. So that's 19 and 7/8 to 14 and 1/8. So get it just about in between 20 and 14. That's the best you can do. So as long as you have a nice curve, you're all good. But like I said, you're going to have to play around with it because not every ruler is the same. So once you have these points, you finally can see that it's coming together. Now all you have to do is connect up your side seam. Now usually I would tell you to leave your darts open, but this one is closed because I went straight through. But if you can, leave this portion open so you know that it is a dart. Cut these out so when you are tracing over with your fabric, your pencil will automatically go in there so you know that it is a dart. Whether you're tracing or you're cutting or whatever. Cut out your dart. So I'm going to color them so you know to cut that part out. Somebody is talking outside my window. Now this one you do not have to worry about. Do not cut this one out. Don't cut it out because it's too much. So now we're going to connect the rest of these points up. Your dart leg, well, your end of your dart to your waist. Ooh. Waist to the hip. Well, actually, waist to the bottom. You can do that. Take this line and go straight down. Boom. And there you have it for your front sloper bodice piece. Once again, you don't have to keep this part if you don't want it. So you can start here and go up, be done with it, cut this part out because like I said, this is the beginning of a skirt. You don't have to do that because a pant sloper looks something similar to this, but not really. We're going to do that in part 3. So this is your finished sloper for your front. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below any questions that you have pertaining to this. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in part 2 for the back side of this sloper.